Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video and a day removed from our doom and gloom video yesterday. We actually have some good news in the Hearthstone world. We had an emergency, well not emergency, but a surprise patch yesterday that unbanned ETC, kind of nerfed Paladin, kind of. We'll talk about that, how I guess it could be in a buff in some ways, but most often not. It's a nerf, as well as we did get an update from Blizzard themselves of please stop complaining and we're gonna fix things. It's gonna get better, we promise. So yeah, we have an update on that. We'll talk about all that stuff in this video. And as always, you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like as it helps us out a lot as we're trying to get bigger. I don't know. I gotta figure out something else. By the way, the brand cosplay coming along. My first item finally showed up today. So we're hoping to get it all together by the end of the month. And I'm hoping early August we get the full on brand cosplay going. Anyways, yes, this patch went out yesterday. Patch 33.0.2. I will link this down below if you want to take a look. We have bug fixes and game improvements for the arena. Arena really unbalanced, and the rewards probably need a bit of an update, especially the 8 and 9 wins make no sense. Also the regular arena, hello, give them help. All we have is resolve an issue preventing some players from accessing the arena. So if you had issues accessing the arena, I guess it's resolved. I don't know the details so much about that, but obviously a good thing. But that's it for the arena, literally it. However, what you're waiting for, what's the Paladin nerf? Well, submerged map now correctly discovers all Murlocs. And if you're wondering what that card is, you don't play Murloc Paladin. It is this card, the 1-mana spell where you discover Murloc. If you play this turn, also pick one of the others. It was only discovering Paladin Murloc, so the pool was really small, and you could get the mana cheat guy in particular, the 2/4 or the big rusher for 6 mana, really reliably, really strong cards. So you will get them less often, right? There will be class ones thrown in there. Sometimes it could be better. Maybe I want to look for Murloc War Leader to get lethal, or I want a 4-star broken card in Grunty. You might hit it, but overall, it's definitely a nerf to the card that it's working properly now. But I don't expect that to be the final change for Paladin. We'll talk about that later, but yes, Submerge map took a bit of a hit, so Paladin gets a little bit worse, I think, at least in my opinion. You can let me know if you disagree. Rengari Scout now correctly applies the discount from Raptor Herald's Kindred effect to the copy. So I guess it wasn't double dipping on the discount. You can do that now if you want. There was an issue with Elise the Navigator, spell damage buff not interacting correctly with Eruption. So if you had added the spell damage part of the location, drawn some eruptions, I guess they weren't getting amplified. So you can kill people more with Insidious. It's what we need, more lethality in Hearthstone. The Forbidden Sequence quest now will correctly, my goodness, correctly progress when Discover is cast by the player. I had no idea that was an issue. Nightmare Lord Xavius, Dark Gift effect now correctly applies to summoned when drawn cards, particular that dragon that shuffles in the 4/5s, or I guess Hodir getting 8/8s back, that old card, that should now work better. They should get the Dark Gift, so that's a good thing, I suppose. Wilted Shadow won't fail to attack healed targets. Is that something we want? That deck's already getting pretty good, and yeah, that's pretty darn spooky. This is a funny one. Cards drawn from opponents' decks by Doom Maiden are not buffed anymore by Kill Jaden's Portal. I think I saw on Reddit somebody with a giant bulwark of Azeroth because it would retain the buff. How crazy is that? Sharp-Eyed Lookout is now back. You can now play that in your decks, whether it's wild or standard, probably wild for some Holy Wrathing. And Spirit of the Mountain now correctly tracks for both players. I believe there's a weird bug where it could proc for your opponent on your own turn with some weird interaction. I'm not sure how it worked, but that should be fixed. So pretty significant changes, you know, nothing too crazy, but stuff to be aware of. But yeah, Submerged map taking a bit of a hit. We're not going to go over Battlegrounds. Again, this will be linked down below if you want to take a look. The other big thing is in Wild, ETC banned managers, no longer banned, and yeah, won't allow playing not owned cards anymore. This card is now available in Wild, so whatever that hacking weird situation was going on should be resolved, and you could play ETC, and that was a big hit. That goes into a lot of decks, so yeah, I'll be playing it myself, and yeah, if you want to play Wild with ETC, it's available, and I believe everything else is Battleground. So if you're upset we have no balance patch today, I understand, and I think Play Hearthstone or Blizzard was anticipating that, as they did the thing they did a while ago with the arena updates where people were like really mad about the arena gold. Late Friday, they tweet out before the weekend, you know, to try and get ahead of things or whatever. Thank you for all the feedback on balance. I love the copium of this second line. It is phenomenal. We're excited to see the meta shifting each day and haven't seen it settle yet. We're seeing different decks and archetypes spin up every day. I don't think it's a coincidence spin was used in that comment, because I see a lot of spinning. Sure, newer decks, as in old decks with like one new card maybe. I don't know. This meta is a disaster. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. This meta, this expansion launch has been a disaster, but we talked about that yesterday. We're trying to move forward, as is Blizzard. We will share more on our plans next week. Stay tuned. So that basically confirms what I said yesterday, what I was hoping yesterday, and I didn't have inside information on this, I promise, that yeah, we should get a balance patch next week, and I expect it to be a massive one, and it definitely needs to be one where we have extremely significant nerfs to stuff that has been prevalent for much too long. We'll talk about that on Monday. I'm going to do nerf predictions and all that stuff on Monday, but like starships, kill Jaded, maybe, I don't know, they never want to nerf that crap, but the Jug decks or Drunk Paladin, Imbue Paladin, the Murloc Paladin, the Low Druid, Spell Damage Druid, the Cycle Rogue. There are so many things that need to get hit, and I am really concerned it won't be enough of it, but we also need buffs. There is no way we could take that list of decks that are losing to Whizbang right now and expect them to just magically get propped up, by a bunch of nerfs. Even if there's a ton of nerfs, they're lost causes. So I expect tomorrow, or next week, sorry, not tomorrow, next week to be one of the biggest and most impactful balance patches in Hearthstone history. It has to be. If it isn't, this expansion is DOA. There is no chance for it, right? Those quests are that undercooked, did not have enough time in the oven with the dev team. My theory is they just didn't have very much time with this 3-month release expansion cycle, plus the pet, plus the arena, plus layoffs, plus people leaving the team recently. That's my theory, so we'll see. But yeah, we'll have nerf predictions and speculate on all this stuff on Monday. I expect we'll hear about the changes Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they'll come out on Thursday. That's usually the deal, but we'll see. It could be a rush situation. This doesn't feel very prepared, but we will do a crafting guide tomorrow, because I have a good idea of stuff you can reliably craft now, and we might do an updated crafting guide later. But yeah, we'll still do that tomorrow, because there are some cards you absolutely should feel confident in crafting right away, even though this set has been a bit of a dud so far. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this all in the comments down below. Oh yeah, I will mention, Clark did say, now I'm waiting for the tweet about the pets feedback. You know what the feedback is? Give us our money. We don't care. That's how I feel like this situation is gonna go down. They haven't mentioned a word about the pet stuff or Ridiculous Hat, which I will say in the hotfix comment that they had kind of perturbed some people, where it said a beloved return. They're like, oh, Ridiculous Hat's back? No, we still have no word on all of that. Anyways, enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. Tune in tomorrow for that crafting guide. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.